you're watching CVR English with me, Hanisha Kolati, and today in our studio we have Mr. Sudhakar Sharma to brief us more on a recent incidents of vandalization of Hindu temples in different parts of Andhra Pradesh is snowballing into a major issue with the opposition targeting YSRCP Jagan Mohan Reddy, the CM of Andhra Pradesh's government for inaction, and the YSR Congress party openly accusing the TDP of involvement of such incidents. So, sir, can you give us a little more brief regarding what exactly is happening in Andhra Pradesh right now?
Yes, well, we can start this discussion with a kind of understanding regarding the importance of religion in the state politics, because of late we are seeing across the country that religion is playing an important element. It is the role factor or the key factor which is proving decisive. So, when such a factor is getting targeted, especially that so much is happening over the last few weeks, and well, into the discussion we'll have more about this socio-political aspects and other details to follow.
Political slugfest over matter peaked on Moving ahead, a political slugfest over the matter peaked with TDP President and former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and Chandrababu Naidu visiting the 400-year-old Ramatirtham temple in Vizianagaram district, where the idol of Lord Rama was found desecrated on December 20th. Accompanied by senior party leaders, Chandrababu Naidu went to temple atop a hill by foot and inspected the premises. Though the temple was locked up, by the time he reached the spot, he interacted with priests and the officials to get more first-hand information. So, sir, as we've come to know this, Chandrababu Naidu had went to Ramatirtham,
Yes.
and he was not allowed into the premises, and he held a huge public gathering after that,
Yes.
and attacked YSRCP for insulting or for disrespecting the sentiment
Definitely.
of Hindu culture,
Definitely.
as we put. And after that, Vijay Sai Reddy had also went there to check out to Ramatirtham, and after that BJP Tirupati party leader.
There was
Sonali
a
Raj
kind
also.
of altercation
Yeah,
between
all
the
of
groups.
them went and they attacked YSRCP government, and they also came back saying that these were
Exactly.
unnecessary fights. So what is this confusion that has been happening? Is it planned?
Exactly, because it seems that some people strongly feel that it's a planned attempt at the destruction of the idols of Hindu temples, especially because it appears planned, because it is not one incident which we have seen in the weeks which passed. We have seen a series of incidents where such idols were broken deliberately, and nothing till date was really taken into task by the government. The ruling government is really deaf, everything is going to the deaf ears of this present government. So this is arising a sign of suspicion among the people, and it is really hurting the sentiments of countless devotees.
సాక్షాత్తు శ్రీరామ్ దేశమంతా కూడా జై శ్రీరామ్ అని మారుమోగుతా ఉంటే అయోధ్యలో ఈరోజు శ్రీరామచంద్రుడికి టెంపుల్ కడతా ఉంటే ఉత్తరాంధ్ర అయోధ్యలో ఈరోజు శ్రీరామచంద్రుడి తల బెరికేసి చేశారంటే ఏమనాలని మిమ్మల్ని అందరూ అడుగుతున్నా. ఇది మీ అందరికీ ఆమోదయోగ్యమా అని మిమ్మల్ని అడుగుతున్నా. ఉత్తరాంధ్ర అందరూ కూడా అయోధ్యకు పోలేరు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి దర్శనం చేసుకుని మీరంతా కూడా ఉంటే, అందులో కూడా ఎప్పుడైనా మనందరూ ఆలోచిస్తూ ఉంటాం, మీరు ఏ మతమైనా కావచ్చు, నాకు బాధ లేదు, నీకు బాధ్యత లేదా? శ్రీరాముడిని కాపాడే బాధ్యత మీకుందా లేదా? కాపాడకపోతే మీరు ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా ఎందుకు? నేను అడుగుతున్న సవాలు విసురుతున్నా ఈ ముఖ్యమంత్రికి, ఖబర్దార్ జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండండి. మీ పోలీసులు కొంతమంది, మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నా, ఏదో తమాషా అనుకుంటున్నారు, వేషాలు వేస్తున్నారు.
demonstration and squatted on the road in the protest against police for blocking the TDP leaders a visit to Ramatirtham temple. After a lot of heated arguments, the police cleared the way for him to visit the temple. And before Naidu visited the temple, YSRCP General Secretary Vijay Sai Reddy along with his party leaders visited Ramatirtham temple to inquire into the incident. He alleged that vandalization of temple and the desecration of Lord Rama idol was the handiwork of TDP workers at the behest of Naidu and his son Lokesh to defame the Jagan government. Well, sir, as we look into it more deeply, whenever there is a political instability that has been happening in the party, either let it be opposition or the ruling, there is always religious interference and religious intolerance that happens whenever there is an imbalance in the political. So how does this play a role here? But going to an extent of vandalizing a culture's idols.
No, what you have said is really absolutely perfect. It is in tune with what is happening in the AP. What really wonders me is that why only one religion of the many religions is getting targeted.
Right.
That's my question to everyone, because there are so many other religious people in the state, so many religious institutions are there, so many religious places are there, but why aren't they touched till date? No one dares to touch them. But how come the Hindu gods and goddesses are getting targeted? This is really giving pain to not only to me, but to countless devotees who are really feeling it. They are taking it so bad, because in the new year we don't want to hear some such incidents where our gods are really getting, or the idols are getting broken, the head is chopped and it is thrown into the pond nearby means. The vandalism is also reaching its peaks.
Right.
How can we bear this incident? We are not able to digest it. So some such thing should never happen, especially ours is a land which is known for religious tolerance. Here, if our religion is getting targeted by the minorities, I dare to mention this because the minorities are having such a fine time here. Because recently we have seen in a video clipping that the Pakistan government was behind at the demolition of an ancient Hindu temple. It was really 127-year-old temple. So the government was really behind the demolition of the temple, to the wonder and shock of the whole world. Such things are happening to the minorities in the other countries, whereas here in India everything is given, lot of freedom is given. They have the freedom to express, they have the freedom to celebrate their festivals, everything is going on. But what is happening to the majority of the people? We the Hindus are really facing the brunt of the situation here, and we really, I am sorry to say that the government is really lenient, or it is really one-sided, I would say. For the government has not taken any action. That shows how careless, how reckless, and how it is really, I don't know how it is going to handle this situation. So it really matters not only to me but to everyone, to whomever who calls himself Hindu. It is a very serious issue. If this is not taken up seriously, naturally its effect would be felt upon this ruling government in the years to come.
So, sir, there is also another YSRCP leader which came out in front, Sailaja Ramakrishnan Reddy, who also alleged that it's of TDP's fault of whatever vandalization of temples or idols that have been happening in Andhra Pradesh. It's the same thing that's coming from BJP and TDP,
Yes.
vice versa. So, amongst all these chaos, what do you think actually might have happened, or what is it that we have to look forward to? How do you think that these political parties are going to control it? Because
Yeah.
once if it grows, the wrath of once it reaches core
Yes.
amongst people,
Yes.
the wrath is going to be different after this.
Definitely.
So what are the solutions that they can come up with?
Definitely, at the outset, I would say that the incidents which are taking place, I would term them most unfortunate to the Hindu society at large, because the incident which has happened and the series of incidents which have happened, the chariot at Antarvedi, it was burnt. Deliberately it was burnt. The wooden chariot which was there since ages, it was burnt. But nobody said anything against it. And the gods, the images of the gods and goddesses were really chopped. And they were thrown everywhere. And there was also a very ghastly incident near Dharsi in Prakasham district, where blood and other flesh was strewn everywhere in the sanctum sanctorum, which is considered to be very holy. So how can we tolerate all these incidents? That too, they are happening in a chained way. Strategically, they are happening across the state at different locations. But no one is saying any harsh word against the culprits or the criminals, or I would say the persons who have no respect for the word God. These demons in the form of humans are really playing the spoil sport, and I would really call the government as well as the opposition, they are really very childish, I would say, because as a responsible person, first they have to sit together and arrive at some solution. Instead, they are trying to sling or throw mud at each other instead of caring for what has happened over there. This is something which has not happened even in the African countries also. There, though they claim themselves to be less civilized, they have protection towards their own deities, whether it is a tree or a stone or anything else. But here, right in India, we claim ourselves to be most civilized, and here we don't have any safety and security for our own idols. Instead of accusing each other, these political parties have to really, if they really have any respect for God, they have to sit across the table, they have to resolve the issue. They should first see to it that further no such incident takes place. Because there was one incident on Sunday. The very next day, the idol of goddess Sita was broken near Vijayawada. So, if this chain continues, it is going to be a real curse upon the humanity, I am saying from this dais, because if the idols are broken this way, neither the ruling party nor the opposition party would be spared by the wrath of God, which no human being can tolerate, because we have seen, we have clearly witnessed the wrath of God at the Himalayan region. Near the Rudraprayag, we have seen the idol of goddess was really, it was cut into pieces. Then we have seen how the ghastly incident of the overflowing of that Ganges and other rivers has taken place at Kedarnath, and so many lives, countless lives were lost in that incident. So people should not forget that anything, any offense against God should never be tolerated at any cost. So here we are not going to accuse the ruling party or the opposition party. It is the issue of God which should be addressed by everyone. I would say if something happens to the church, I would be the first person to go and really pray and be by the side of those people who have lost, who have been really, whose God is disrespected or desecrated by the criminals. But why not the same thing? Similar response is not seen by the people. The minorities are keeping their mouth shut. How can we tolerate this? They should also come out, because God is one. God is equal to all. God is same to all. So everyone should voice forth their concern. If today this incident happens to Hindus, and if our hearts are broken, definitely same thing is going to happen to the other communities also. Beware, they have to really face the same incident. See, similar things will happen if this vandalism continues. It is like a forest fire. it has to be put off at the earliest. Otherwise, the entire forest will get distracted. In the same way, if today our temples are getting distracted, if other people keep their mouths shut, tomorrow they are going to pay heavy price by losing their own shrines. This is going to really happen. So everyone should rise to the occasion. They have to voice forth uniformly, equivocally. They have to support the cause of protecting gods and goddesses, be of any religion. So at any cost, we all should sit together, find and resolve this issue, make it very harmonious, and make Andhra Pradesh a fit place for worship of God through any faith. Faith does not matter, but only the respect and the quantum of the respect and the love we have for God, if it is broken, it is really unbearable. So I really request the minorities also to come forward, voice forth their concern towards this serious and heinous issue, and I request the opposition and the ruling party also to make this, first of all, to see to it that further no such incident takes place and everything is resolved at the earliest.
In Vizianagaram, Superintendent of Police B. Rajakumari told the reporters that 5 special teams had been formed to investigate the matter. She announced a suitable reward for anyone who could provide genuine information about the miscreants behind the discretion of Lord Rama's idol. Similar incidents of vandalism of temples in the state in the last few days have caused a lot of embarrassment to the Jagan government. In the early hours on Friday, the idol of Lord Subramaniam Swami in the temple of Lord Vimeshwara in Rajahmundry was also vandalized. On December 22nd, Lord Krishna temple in Darsi town was desecrated with pieces of animal flesh and blood strewn in the premises. In September, an idol of Nandi in the Lord Shiva temple in Chittoor district was found broken. In the same month, the century-old chariot parked in an ancient Andarvedi Lakshmi Narsimha temple premises in East Godavari district was found burnt and under suspicious circumstances. Apart from the TDP, other opposition parties including BJP and Janasena also lashed out at the YSRC government for its inaction on the incidents of vandalism in temples.
So what is happening is that there is a as we look at the incidents which are taking place since last few days, one thing comes to my mind, that is, why are people becoming so, why there is so much of animosity within the human beings? If God is not respected in India, what will be the situation in the times to come across the world? Because India is the mother of spirituality. If the spiritual element is getting distracted, it is not our God who is getting distracted. It is the element of spirituality in us, within us, inherent in us, which is really getting broken into pieces. That everyone should mind. I don't know how all this, those who claim themselves to be Hindu, how do they eat? How do they digest this news of their God getting chopped into pieces? This is something really giving lot of pain. It's pricking the hearts of Hindus like anything. Everyone, all the Hindus should first get united, no matter whether they belong to YSR, CP or BJP. All these political parties are only game makers. There is no substance with any party, I would very clearly say. They are all playing the game of opportunity. Here we should be very clear. When it comes to the question of religion, no matter whether they belong to BJP or Congress or YSRCP or any other damn party, we don't mind. Everyone who claims himself to be Hindu should join this movement, and they should really fight out this issue, that if similar incident happens again, they should see to it that this ruling party or any other party should really take action immediately. See, so many, now 2 months have passed, we have seen that the incident, you have read that incident, that blood is strewn everywhere in the sanctum sanctorum, but nothing is done. Yes, see, how can we accept this? If the same thing happens to any other place, be it a church or mosque, how will be the situation? We can't imagine, because everything will become topsy-turvy. The normal life of the people will get affected so badly that we will expect one more shutdown or lockdown across the twin states or across the country also. If one incident happens against the minorities, the whole nation is going to pay for it very dearly. Then if our gods are really being treated so badly, how can we bear this? We Hindus also must develop the self-respect. Just by climbing or adhering to one religion is not sufficient. At the time of crisis, everyone should voice forth. If your voice is not towards your God, you are no human being at all. You have simply given pain to your mother by being born as a human being. There is no worth in being a Hindu without raising your voice at this particular juncture. You have to really stand up and climb. How can such an incident happen in India? Especially the people of AP are really emotional. Why are they keeping quiet? Why no action is being taken against the criminals or culprits or those demons who have really done so much of damage? So far, no one is traced out, nothing is happening, no action has been initiated also. So much of silence is looming across everywhere. This is really the saddest thing which can ever happen to any religion. Mind you people, it is really, we Hindus are really put to so much of suffering. If this similar thing happens to other religious people, just imagine what will be the situation the very next day. So Hindus must really, they must awake, they must be, they must break their sleep of ignorance, they must really voice forth their concern. It is our God. God is something which is most valuable to us. He is our most invaluable possession. And if our God is treated so badly, we are not fit to be called human beings if we keep quiet. So I request everyone to stand up to the occasion. I don't mind all these parties. It is not the party that matters now. It is the situation. It is the crisis that matters. So we have to resolve this crisis and see to it that no faith is having such things in future at least. We have to resolve this. This should be our New Year resolve, that no faith is put to such a bad state of affairs, at least from this day. This is a kind of appeal to everyone.
Describing the Ramatirtham incident as unfortunate, a BJP in charge of Andhra affairs, Sunil Deodhar, warned that the Jagan government would have to pay a huge price for desecration of temples. Every attack on temples in the state is testing Hindus' patience, he further stated. Janasena Party chief and actor Pawan Kalyan wondered whether Andhra Pradesh had turned into Pakistan. And I quote unquote, "We have been hearing about the destruction of temples and desecration of Hindu gods in Pakistan. Now we are witnessing the same situation in Andhra Pradesh. There have been instances of attacks on temples, desecration of human gods and burning of chariots. Are we in Pakistan?" questioned the actor. Meanwhile, Jagan announced that those who were instigating attacks on temples would not be spared and directed police to take stringent actions against the vandals. He termed that the destruction of idols atrocious and said God will certainly punish those who keep messing with temples and idols. He directed the police to step up surveillance to prevent attack on temples. Well, that was our today's elite story. Tomorrow we'll be back again. Until then, stay tuned to CBR English. Have a great night.